All right, hi again. So this is the assignment for Wednesday, May 6th. I keep wanting to say April. So yesterday you should have been in classroom and you were reading and annotating this article, What is Melanin? And so hopefully you learned about the melanin is what gives us skin color. The more melanin your body has, the darker the skin, the less melanin you have, the lighter the skin color. And then we should have really spent some time looking at this picture. So a person with lots of melanin in their skin cells, they actually absorb that and block that UV light, UV being ultraviolet, right, from reaching the cell's DNA, in the genetic material inside the nucleus, right? But if a person only has a little bit of melanin, then it will block some, it will absorb some of that UV light. But then there's more UV light that does reach that genetic material. And then we should already know that when the UV light hits the genetic material, we get that damage that leads to skin cancer. So let's get back to what we're doing today. So today we're going to test that in the sim. So we're going to pull the genetic material back up, turn the UV light on, but we're also going to test it with the melanin. And then we're going to explain what we see. All right, so let's get into it. So we're going to 2.5 part 1. So again, chapter 2, we're now in the last lesson of chapter 2, 2.5. We're doing just the warm-up today, nice and short, but it is getting us into the sim. All right, so I'm gonna open the sim, and I'm gonna read the directions. So we're gonna drag the melanin molecule to platform 1, the genetic material to platform 2, and then we're gonna set the light source to laser. All right, so remember, these are our platforms. So genetic material goes on 2. This is the melanin. We haven't used that before. It goes on 1. I'm going to use laser. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to show energy. So already what you can see, I have it on green light, which is not what we're supposed to, but you can see that that light and energy is all going into the melanin and not through, so it's getting absorbed. So let's go see what we're supposed to do. We need to change it to UV. So we need to go to ultraviolet. We already have the energy on. And then we're going to inspect the genetic material. Okay, so I know that UV is just on this other side of the purple light. So ultraviolet, notice it's just going into the melanin and then it's not coming out, so it's not hitting the genetic material. So when we press inspect, we see no change, so no damage. Every other time we put on UV light and it went straight to the genetic material, remember, it caused damage, but here it doesn't. And then it tells us, now we're going to try it, take the melanin away and see what happens. So take the melanin away. And then this is what we've kept seeing. So the UV light goes, it hits the genetic material, stays. If I press inspect, it's damaged. So again, not genetic material. Melanin, no change. Take that melanin away, damage. So what did you observe about the energy from the UV light? So when I ask about the energy, I'm looking at what happens to this arrow. So when I had the melanin in, the energy gets trapped in the melanin, right? It gets absorbed. That's what I'm kind of looking for. So what happened to the energy from the UV light when the melanin was blocking it from the genetic material? So explain exactly what you saw, explain how when we took the melanin away, what happened, which caused damage to the DNA. And then I do need a screenshot uploaded here. I would do one with the melanin because that's what we're looking at. I would make sure in my screenshot to show inspect to show that that DNA has no change. So this is what I would like a screenshot of. All right. So the other thing that, of course, we're working on at this point in the week is we should, if not yesterday, have started our learning log. So our learning log is an assignment. It's the 511 learning log. So at this point in the week, we should have already checked our score for 2.4 part 3. That's what we did on Monday. We should also be checking our score on annotating that melanin article. And then today you're getting this part done, and I will be doing the grading. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. Tomorrow's assignment will also be in Google Classroom.